Good morning to all. In today's session, we will discuss about types of cutting tools. In general machine shop, we are using different types of tools. Here, according to the size and shape of the material you want to remove to break into small chips, they are divided into two types of cutting tools. One is called single point cutting tools, and another second one is the multi point cutting tools. Let's see what is single point cutting tool. Single point cutting tool is the tool by which wedge like action, it is having only single point, so that's why it is called single point cutting tool. And single point cutting tools are used in lathe machine and slotting machine. Lathe machine means what? So this will be the spindle, and here job will be hold, and here the single point cutting tool is used, and this job is rotated. And this tool is fed against this, means the tool is touched to the surface. What happens by this? The turning operation will takes place. This is what single point cutting tool. And even in the slot cutting machines, that will discuss in the later chapters. Next comes multi point cutting tools. So multi point cutting tools, as the name suggests, what? Here a number of cutting points will be there. Example, if you take like this, and here one edge, here one edge, or you have seen drill bit. How is the drill bit? Here you can see the flutes will be there, no? So here you have got one edge, second edge, third edge, right? So like that number of cutting edges you are getting. Two or more single point tools arranged together is called multi point cutting tool. So here what type of machines they are using this one multi point cutting tool? They are here milling machines and broaching machines are the good examples for the multi point cutting tools. So single point and multi point cutting tools. Remember, here in your syllabus they are given you here, just a minute. Now we will discuss, it is a very important question for the exam point of view. Several times it has been repeated. Geometry of single point cutting tool. So we'll discuss what is the geometry of single point cutting tool. You can see, to get desired accuracy and surface finish on the workpiece you want to machine, the geometry of single point cutting tool plays very important role. The tool design engineers or tool designers, what you are calling, they are using this various parameters or you can say terms for manufacturing the single point cutting tool. A single point cutting tool consists of sharpened cutting part called its point. Sharpened cutting point is called, here you can see this is the sharpened cutting point is called point. That's why the name we are indicating single point cutting tool. And here you can see shank is used to hold this in the tool holder. What happens here? Tool holder will be there, so this tool holder will hold this, and it is kept in the tool post. Here bolt and nut arrangement will be there, so it is held in the tool post, and like this shank is useful for holding the single point cutting tool. The point of the tool is bounded by the face, the side plank or major plank. So these one by one we will discuss. Here you can see one by one terms definitions is given. So first of all, you practice this diagram. It is a very easy diagram. Draw it properly. Okay, most of you will make it. It's very simple diagram drawing, also mistake. Here you can see it is called nose radius. So here it consists of slight like this radius will be there. That's why it's called nose radius. This is called nose radius. Terms will discuss in the next part. First of all, I'll only explain what are the things are there in the single point cutting tool. This is called side plank, right? Sorry, this is not side plank, it is called side relief angle. Side relief is provided because when you are touching this surface, when you are touching this, just a minute, I'll use color. When you are touching this surface, that time what happens, the chips are flowing like this, very small chips are flowing, and that chip, this side relief will provide easy escape of chips from here, and it provides a relief. Okay, so to increase the tool life, this relief is required. Then next comes side cutting edge angle. So this and this is called side cutting edge angle, and this is called clearance. If you draw straight line and here there will be radius, is called clearance end relief angle. And this portion is called side relief, not side relief, side plank, right? So one second we'll discuss whatever the parts are there here. Nose radius, then nose radius, clearance and relief angle, side cutting edge angle. So two angles are there, one is clearance angle and side cutting edge angle, side plank, side relief angle, then this is called axis, base, end plank, this is called end plank, end cutting edge, this is the end cutting edge, right? So then here it is called side rake angle, and here you can take exact axis, right? From this pace to here, this is called end edge cutting, end cutting edge angle, and this is called cutting edge. So this portion will do the machining, very important part, edge, end cutting edge. Then end plank, this is called end plank, and this is the base. So here in this, so many terms that are given, at least you have to remember 5 to 6 or 7 terms, at least you have to remember, because in the exam you have to draw this, and you have to, easy terms, what all the things you can remember, shank you can remember, you can remember the base, the end plank, then very important cutting edge you have to show, this is the cutting edge, and nose radius you can remember, this side plank you can remember, and the pace, at least you this much parts you try to remember from the exam point of view. And two angles you must remember, one is this side relief angle, then clearance angle, that is 2-3 angles you have to remember, because while you working on the machine you must know the angle, because when the tool get blunt you need to make regrinding. For regrinding you must know what is the tool geometry or tool angles, side relief angle, clearance angle, then side rake angle. So this is the side rake angle. So these all you need to maintain properly, then only you will get the exact what machining accuracy, otherwise the job will be rejected. Okay, I hope you understood about the geometry of single point cutting tool. Now we will discuss the various parameters with the cutting point, single point cutting tool. Here first term is shank, it is the main body of the tool. So you can see where the shank in the tool, here this is the shank, this is the shank of the tool, right? Now it is called main body of the tool. Next come plank. What is plank? The surface below and adjacent to the cutting edge. The surface below and adjacent to the cutting edge. So where it comes? Plank. So plank they are not shown here. So it will come adjacent near to here. It will near to here. It will come, right? Means near to the cutting edge, below cutting edge as shown. Okay. So this is a plank, side plank, right? So this almost it will comes end plank. Now this is a pace. Next time explaining is pace. This is a pace. Show you once again. This is the pace, right? So how they are defined, you can just think it. The surface on which the chip slides is called the pace. Pace means what? The surface on which the chip slides is called the pace of the tool. The surface on which chip slides is called pace of the tool. Three terms easily you can remember. Shank is the main body of the tool. Plank is the surface below and adjacent to the cutting edge. Pace, the surface on which the slip side is called the pace of the tool. Means chips will flow from that. Okay. So how we can just discuss how the chip will flow. Here this is the pace. Here you can just think. So when this cutting surface touches to the round job, it touches to the surface, what happens is chips formation takes place and it will flow from this space. Small chips will did not like line. So small chips will flow from here. Material is removed from the surface, it will slide, right? This is what the advantage of this pace. Then comes nose radius. So this is the nose radius. So same thing they have been explained here. Next part. What is nose? It is the point where the side cutting edge and end cutting edge interacts. So like this, you have to compare the diagram. They are given the different terms with that term. So here how the different points they are explained. So it means what? It is the point between the side cutting edge and end cutting edge interacts. Where the side cutting edge and end cutting edge interacts, no? So there what happens? This nose will create. Then cutting edge. So cutting edge you can easily explain. So cutting edge is used to remove the material by feeding the tool against the workpiece. Next comes base. So below the surface of the tool is called base. You can see this is the base here. Okay, so end plank, end cutting edge angle and side cutting edge angle where it will interact is called the nose. Then comes cutting edge is over, base is over. Rake. What is rake? It is the slope of the top away from the cutting edge. Slight clearance angle is required to easily flow away the chips. End clearance angle is it indicates the nose or end of the tool. So like this at least 4 or 5 terms remember and remember the diagram. And more information and detailed explanation, some videos from the YouTube animations I will put in the description so that you will understand the single point cutting tool easily. Some other terms are given here, side cutting edge angle, end cutting edge angle. So you can just refer to the terms with the diagram, you will understand the same terminologies. Okay, so I hope you practice the diagram and with the terms, and also you watch the animation so that you will understand clearly the terms. Okay, thank you.